What's going on, and welcome to the channel Masculine Pulse. I think it's important to be reminded in life as a man, you don't need to be reminded that life is hard. This message is a little different because it's not targeted towards young people or older people, because we all go through this. Okay? It's important to be reminded to be patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself. I'm saying this, trust me, as somebody who is very entrepreneur, I should say, somebody who wanted to achieve everything in one day. Most of y'all men can relate. I'm very I can weld, I can build, I'm a creative. Now, when all those ideas come together at the same time, you stay up late, whether you're writing stories or author. When you're creative and you're an entrepreneur as a man, you put in some time. And oftentimes it's a bad time to date because most women don't see the vision, or the wrong ones will just get excited and they'll expect some type of time frame. And in your excited stage of your mind, your immature mind going to tell you, oh, baby, in 2 years' time, I'm going to have this thing. That passion running through your veins has you planning and scheming, and you may be doing the right things. And they may not translate. They may not turn out the way you want it to, when you want it to. Especially when you're one of those people, you grew up with some people, and then that individual, you see them and they're further ahead than you, or an athlete. You're like, oh man, can you believe he got drafted at only 18 years old? And you're like, oh, I'm 18. And why am I not doing some big and wonderful things? You know, or a singer doing it big, and you're like, oh, they're younger than me. And we need to learn that life has different starting points for different people. To some people, that's the success they attain. And you got to be careful admiring athletes and musicians, because oftentimes you look at them now, like back when I was growing up, Randy was the ish, Tyrese was the ish, Asha was the ish. I'm 41. Yes, I'm 41. These people were so like superstars. Now I can see that they're just human. I'm sure if you follow the lives of these people, you'll see that, hey, yes, they're still making money like that, but you see that they're human. So my point is that saying all those things is be patient with yourself. At my big old age now, 41, I'm starting to see things come together that I wished happened, took off for me years ago. I've had financial successes in some businesses, but I had a lot of failures. And that's why I feel like I'm qualified to talk, because I had a lot of failures. Boy, the tears, the problems, and the issues, and the failed marriage, one failed marriage. Um, but one thing I've learned, that those that are go-getters, they'll aim for it. They'll get their prize. The Most High, or life in a sense, rewards you for your effort. Be patient with yourself. I know when you start, because I speak for myself, but I know some of y'all do it. You promise your friends, just you will see me in 2 years' time where I'm going to be, because you feel like you've got it all figured out. You feel like you get the right contacts, the right connects. We're not in the privileged category, or of those that receive mentorship guide by guide to allow you to avoid all the pitfalls that could happen. We usually do trial and error in our community, and oftentimes people sometimes don't share knowledge. So it's important that you don't beat yourself hard, you don't self-harm, you don't look down on yourself. Be patient, because men's lives are hard enough as they are. We do it tough. Women may not think otherwise. We don't have the luxury of saying, oh, well, if things don't work, I could just get married to some rich dude or some rich person. We don't have that luxury. We gotta find the out, and and it will come to pass. Okay, you might be going through some things. That sounds like I'm preaching that, yeah. You might be going through some things that you feel like it's not gonna come through. I'm saying that somebody who has been trying different things since I was 18. I've been trying different things before then, but I'll talk about the age of, like somewhat execution. But I've been doing things since I'm trying to do T-shirts. I'm trying to produce beads. I did all kinds of things. But now I see my entrepreneur journey. It has made a lot of sense. That's why I'm so glad I'm able to share this knowledge without the pressure of trying to make money. Okay? Like there's no pressure. Like I just feel like my heart is filled with information that I want to share to y'all. Be patient. Even when you go down, let's say you got a deal doing apartment blocks, you want to build those things, and then you see that this thing is done, there's no way I could lose, and for some reason it goes down and you lose money. It's okay, trust me, because I've been dark places. Bankruptcy, I have been bankrupt for some reason. I don't know how. I always push the envelope. But somehow the most I kept me from bankruptcy. But that's not the worst that could happen. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself. And it's more to life than money. So take the lessons, you know, curate a group of people around you, positive people. Do not be in a relationship. Most relationships are draining. Only be in a relationship when you're mature enough to know what that means because women are very versed about what to get from a relationship. Men generally are not. We're happy to give because we feel like the women are equal in terms of the expectation, but oftentimes they're more versed as to what to attain, and you are not. You just want to live, you just want to enjoy, but they got different plans and agendas, and they talk. We're living in time and age where women are not all. Of course, I gotta say that not all, but it feels like they're very acutely aware of what it is. They'll go with the option that doesn't even suit them because it's monetarily beneficial for them. Whether it's marriage or relationship. So for your sake, until you get that maturity in your head, that's when you can start to explore relationships. But for now, be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. You're going to attain, you're going to achieve. You can achieve it. It may not look like what you want, but you'll see you won't have the maturity to choose what you want to do. Doesn't matter. Now, even if you're 40, even if you're 50, if you look at the story about the KFC dude, you know, if you look at the story about the McDonald's guy, I believe he discovered the franchise model when he was about 50. So, men, your time to shine don't start when you're young. That's the women's time. They get to have their turn early. They shine and shine and shine, and they get the privileges and benefits. We get our time later. That's what we can't waste. We have maturity with us. So they get to have the time, they get to be accountable for what they did, and we get to be accountable for our time. And don't let nobody shame you, depress you. Now that you got all these things that you finally attained to engage in what you don't want to. But the point I'm trying to bring home today is be patient with yourself. You know, ain't nobody gonna love you like you, like anybody gonna love your project like the way you love your projects. And you can do it. You can do it. I know men sometimes we die in the inside just trying to achieve, whether it's whatever it is, business endeavor, or invention. Go for it. Go for it. Even if the environment is not supportive, and don't be verbalizing it to a lot of people because a lot of people don't wish your advancements. Okay, so be kind, be patient. I'm making this video long on purpose, somewhat. I apologize for that, but be kind and patient because it surely shall come. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but just stay faithful. Be patient because eventually, that's why I'm only seeing the success that I aspire for now in my last 2, 3 years. I've had money success, but to have the wholeness, the peace of mind, do not have. Because some people got money, but they're not at peace. Some woman is fighting them in divorce court or whatever that might be. It's unfortunate that these are the narratives, but you know, um, be kind to yourself. Work hard. Work consistently on your projects, and don't give up. Be patient. It shall come. It may take a while. You may be 30 something when it comes through. And you've been dreaming since maybe 15. It may happen when you're like 40. It's okay. Trust me. It's okay. Peace, love, and blessings.